What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the shop. Little story for you to introduce you to this week's project. So every morning I take my daughter out for a walk. We do about 2 miles out around some back roads around the house. So a couple weeks ago I was walking down the road and I happened to see a nice little cutoff laying on the side of the road. So, you know, I just did what any other normal person would do. Stuck it on the stroller and walked it home. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Duh. Well, this is what we're working with. Looks to me like somebody was cutting up a downed tree and did not want to have to deal with splitting this guy up. By the looks of it, the grain in the top here, it's looking like a piece of ash. And I'm willing to bet there's a lot of character inside of this guy. I'm thinking we might try and go for some kind of hollow form on this thing, but we'll let the character develop as we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up and we'll pick up there. Well, that'll make things a little easier for setup. Alright, so we got her up here between centers. Looking a little sketchy. But, you know, that's just how we roll. Nice and slow. Speed all the way down, because I'm sure this sucker is gonna be out of balance. Just round it out nice and slow. See what kind of meat we're left with. So far so good. Gonna straighten out the top and bottom. Gonna have to lose a bunch of material to get to my idea. Get to the shape I'm after. We're good there. her down to shape.
Is that the shape you want?
That's what it turned into. Sometimes that happens.
I mean, it looks pretty, but is that how wide you want it?
Well, yeah, it's a little odd. Change shape quite a bit.
Holy moly! That looks pretty. I like all these.
Probably gonna sink this in a little more.
How much?
I just like making things hard on myself. This is gonna be.
Are you still making this shape?
No, obviously not. I kind of got a little lost in shaping this thing, watching the grain character develop, so I just kept cutting, and this is where we ended up. So
Well, are you
just gonna figure out how to work in the opening. We gotta get the mortise cut in. We can still do some shaping after the mortise is cut in, get it flipped around on the chuck. And we'll go from there. So I'm gonna work this off. Get this out of the way. You don't have a whole lot of time, but don't rush it. Grab it from the back, take your time centering up.
Okay. Are you clicking that thingy?
It's already on. Roll it top, roll it bottom. I think you're good. Not too bad. Not too bad for your first shot. Alright, so here's what we're working with. I will be the first to admit I got a little carried away chasing grain. I'm really happy with the way this grain's looking. But looking at it, I'm not so happy with the shape. I don't think it's proportionate. I need a little more length now. So I came up with an idea. Follow along with me. Let's see how it turns out. Alright guys, so this is what I came up with. I ended up putting a little more meat on the bone here. Any of you guys that have been around for know, a little while. You know, I like the color scheme with the lighter woods, some purple heart, and a little bit of walnut. So went outside, grabbed a small walnut slab, cut me up a little piece of stock. There's some purple heart left on the shelf. So we're gonna do a little bit of a composite opening to what has now turned into a vase. And we'll see what happens. Catch up with you tomorrow. All right, let's get this shaped up. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it there. I might cut back this top edge. Just gonna scrape this, fill up some cracks. So I'm gonna do a little something different here. I'm gonna add some of this here black stain. Try and bring out these grain lines a little more. See if we can get some cool effect out of it. That looks pretty good. Then we'll sand this back. See what we're left with. While I got the stain on here drying, I'm gonna go ahead and start filling some of these imperfections, these little bug holes, cracks, things like that. Some black CA. I'm gonna be using the Starbond black. Alright, stained up, glued up. Just gonna start working through, get this CA knocked down, and we're just gonna work through all the grits and get to our finished sand for the outside, and we'll pick up from there. Alright guys, so we're mostly sanded out. I'm gonna finish that up after we get this hauled out and we do the finish throughout, but pretty happy with the way that little bit of stain got into these chutes, making some of these lines a little more defined. Get our cracks all filled up. Gonna get the steady rest set up. Let's start some hollowing. Alright, so here's where we're at. Hollowed out about as far as I feel we need to be. Sanded out in the inside about as far as I can reach my hand. Looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and get some sanding sealer on here, and then we'll start moving towards our finish. Alright, gonna let this dry up, probably get another coat on there, and then we'll pick up there. But yeah, so far looking pretty cool. Got some really interesting character all throughout this guy. I like it. Today is the next day all over again. 2 coats of sanding sealer left to dry overnight. Gonna get this leveled down with some green Scotch-Brite. Work through our Acks abrasive and polish. Start working towards our finish. Last step, Doctor's Woodshop, hot bill friction polish. Wow, she's pretty. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get the inside done and get this all cleaned up, and we'll take a look at it. So I'm down in the shop, you know, I just finished up this project. Some guy walks in, some random guy, never seen him before. I have no idea what's going on. You know what he said? It's done. Let's go check it out. There she is. I don't even know what to say about this. For something that I found on the side of the road, I couldn't be happier. I am also very happy with my decision to add a little stain in here, bring these lines out. There's so much amazing character. Curling where two branches were starting to grow together. This is actually the beginnings of some included bark, and it's on both sides. I think the shine of that walnut and the purple heart, the way they're paired together down the side grain is just gorgeous stuff. Hope you guys like this. I will leave slow rollers at the end as usual. I never know what to say after these things. You know, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. So obviously, I love all you. You guys are helping me get down the path to make this passion of mine a living. And as the boys and my daughter are growing up, they're learning that it's possible to run down a passion, and with a lot of hard work you can turn it into something that you're doing for the rest of your life. And at that point, going to work is just doing what you love. So that's where I want to be, that's where I want them to be. You guys are helping me do it. Thank you so much. If you guys like this stuff, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We do weekly vids, stuff like this, stuff off the top of my head. Just trying to roll through and make cool stuff. DukeHeritage.com is the store site. I did do an update last week, got a couple of pieces on. Still have a couple to add, but you know, we'll get there. I'm rambling now, so I'm trying to wrap this up. Acks wood paste, if you want to try their stuff out, Duke 10 coupon code will get you 10% off of that. Oh, Starbond, there's a link in the description if you want to check out their stuff. You guys want to kick a couple bucks into the resin fund, I'll leave PayPal in the description. Other than that, I already said it, but like, subscribe, share it. Share it with the world, share it with your friends. I love you guys. I will see you next week.